The most recent patch for Final Fantasy XIV has graced Paladins with a potency buff that changes their rotation. Today I'm going to go through how those buffs have changed the overall job. This is not an in-depth guide to Paladin. I will provide links to the Balance Discord where you can find the best Paladin information in the description below. The purpose of this video is to provide a quick and easy explanation into the current best Paladin rotation, dubbed the Slow Paladin. Where Paladin's new strengths lie are in the potency buffs given to the Requesicat combo. This means that it is now better for Paladins to start with their magic combo so it lines up with party buffs. The main goal is to align your Requesicat combo so you're using it every minute, therefore maximizing your damage and aligning it with your 2-minute burst windows. Let's go into the opener and general rotation. As stated before, all this information and more is available via the Balance Discord in the description below. For starters, at 3 seconds you want to pre-pot using grade 7 tinctures, right into pre-cast Holy Spirit at 2 seconds. Now for most scenarios, I believe it's perfectly acceptable to use Intervene right after Holy Spirit. Part of this rotation does involve pooling Intervenes for your fight or flight window, but in my experience, for certain encounters it is better to use Intervene right after Holy Spirit. However, keep in mind that could change from fight to fight. Now begin your Goring Blade combo, weaving in Requesicat after Fast Blade, weaving in Circle of Scorn and Expiation after Riot Blade, finally applying Goring Blades at the target and go right into your Requesicat magic combo. We now get into the general rotation. After your magic combo, start up your Royal Authority combo and cast Fight or Flight after Riot Blade. Cast all 3 atonements and be sure to use the intervenes you've been pulling during this window. After you're using your atonement stacks, your Blade of Valor dot should be about to fall off. Refresh with Goring Blade followed by another Royal Authority combo into 3 more atonements. During the second atonement cast, Requesicat should be off cooldown, use it. And after the third atonement, go right back into your magic combo. It is also important to note that you should be using Circle of Scorn and Expiation off cooldown whenever they pop. Try to weave them into the same GCD and make your life a little bit easier. From there, the rotation continues to loop. But with full uptime, Fight or Flight and Requesicat should be a GCD ahead of the last loop. That means in the second loop, Fight or Flight will be up after Royal Authority, and Requesicat should be up after the third atonement. This continues into the third loop, and by the end of that third loop, it should come full circle back to the opener. The full rotation should look something like this. For consumables, you should be using grade 7 strength tinctures and carrot pudding, and for melds, I find myself melding direct hit and crit. However, again, be sure to check that Balance Discord. Melds do tend to change with different patches and builds, so never hurts. All in all, the new Paladin rotation changes the job for the better. The old Paladin rotation was way too punishing. If you lost any uptime or missed a single GCD, it threw off the entire rotation, meaning you would have to cut out atonements or Holy Spirits, which felt terrible. This new rotation fixes that by prioritizing your buff windows over your dots. It's also very easy to pick the rotation back up after losing uptime. There are a few fights in this tier where you end up losing a GCD or 2, P5, P7 do come to mind. Overall, the new Paladin changes are a major step in the right direction for the job. In terms of pure damage, it is fairly competitive with Dark Knight, however, it can't compare with its burst. I personally find Hallowed Ground to be very helpful in P6 and P7 where invuln strats are very common. However, that could always just be me being bad at the game. To close, I hope everybody tries out the new build. It is very satisfying. I'd also recommend checking out FF logs. Using the timeline feature, you can see what other Paladins are casting during their encounters. This is very useful because you can see how others adapt to certain mechanics to maintain their damage. Personally, I use it all the time, it helps me a lot, so I thought I'd throw that out there. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Maybe consider checking out my Twitch stream. Currently, I am playing through FF10 and having a blast doing it. Guys, have fun with the new Paladin rotation, and take care, everyone.